Scoreless ball game so far through an inning and a half at Sharon J. Drysdale Field. Jim Sonis alongside Greg Mroz here on the Big Ten Digital Network. In the second, the Wildcats will send Brianna LeBeau, Paige Tons, and Andrea Filler 6-7-8 to face the right-hander Laura Olson. There you see Kate Drohan coaching third base for the Northwestern Wildcats. It's been her for her entire coaching tenure. LeBeau, the number 6 batter, a lot of power, and that one hits her on her left thigh. So LeBeau is on base to lead off this second inning.
Already 2 combined hit by pitches in this game, Jim. That one right there against Brianna LeBeau, and then Jenna Abraham got beaned by Kristen Wood back in the first, but heck, it adds to the on-base percentage. LeBeau coming in to today's game was tied for the team lead with a .479 on base. Northwestern has 8 starters with OBPs. As you take a look, that one didn't hurt too much.
She didn't even flinch.
Yep.
Didn't even flinch. Testament to LeBeau's toughness. Grew up on the south side of Chicago. Tons takes a ball 1-0. Tons known for her defense as a catcher, but the offense has been there this year as well. 3 doubles, 2 triples, 2 homers, 21 RBIs. Started the year batting 9th, now up to 7th. The durable and dependable catcher for the Wildcats. Tons shows bunt. That one gets away from Dotson, breaking for second base is LeBeau. She holds up there. Wild pitch from Olson as Tons is offering to sacrifice herself, but instead LeBeau goes to second on the wild pitch.
And now you can lay down to sacrifice again, Jim. That could get LeBeau to third, and then coming up next would be Andrea Filler. Filler has hit a lot of fly balls. She's one of the more powerful hitters in the lineup. Get one out to the outfield, you could score him from third.
Tons try to hit one on the right side of the infield. Fouls that one over the head of Filler in the on-deck circle. She was tying her shoe and kind of ducked down. Tons last year for the Wildcats caught every pitch of the entire season. We're talking about Wood's no-hitter. Tons has caught 4 of those now. 2 by Letourneau last year, 2 by Wood this year. Tons does drop this one down, but it rolls foul. It's 2-2. Good patience there by Dotson to make sure that one rolled foul. Otherwise, it would have successfully advanced LeBeau over to third.
And you talk about Tons' durability. This is her 180th career start behind the plate. She's started since pretty much freshman year.
See a little bit of discussion there between Kay Drohan and Gary Pohl as Drohan is trying to argue that ball was still fair when Dotson touched it. But LeBeau goes back to second. Tons retrieves her bat, 2-2 count. Paige Tons hails from Peoria, Arizona. She's a .411 on base percentage this year for the Wildcats. 2-2 count. Tons grounds that one through the middle for a base hit. They're going to send LeBeau around third. LeBeau scores, and the Cats take a 1-0 lead. RBI base hit for Paige Tons.
Good piece of hitting there by Paige Tons. Takes an inside pitch, pulls the hands in, gets the barrel on the heart of the ball, and nothing that any Indiana player can do. That's the second base hit that's pretty much gone straight up the middle today. You saw DePrima with her base hit back in the first. Tons of the same variety. No question that LeBeau was going to score because she was going on the pitch. And Bri Meyer has a good arm, but wasn't going to be able to get LeBeau regardless of whether it was close or not.
Tons up to 22 RBIs this year. Filler drops down a bunt foul, 0-1. Andrea Filler, the transfer from Boston College, batting 8th for the Wildcats, the designated player. Filler started off the year in very impressive fashion, reaching base in her first 11 plate appearances as a Wildcat. Tons on first base. No outs here in the bottom of the second. High pop-up out towards right field. Lalich ranging back near the track makes the catch with that high sun near her eyes, but no trouble for Lalich. Now 1 down for Julia Kuhn.
You call that a pop-up, Jim. It seemed like a pop-up, but the dimensions here at the J, Lalich caught that one just about 2 feet in front of the warning track.
It's 190 to right and left and 220 to dead center. Very small footprint here with the football practice field over the first base line and McGaw Hall over the left field wall. Julia Kuhn with a 1-0 count, the junior from Middleton, New Jersey. 2 doubles, 2 home runs, and 14 RBIs on the year. Now 2-0 to Kuhn, the number 9 batter. Olsen getting your sign with the 2-0 count. Kuhn takes that one downstairs as well, and now Dotson wants to chat this one out with Olsen.
Do you possibly give Kuhn the green light here if you're Kate Drohan? You've got a runner on first, and Kuhn has been more than a capable hitter in this series. So it's more of a question of, do you take that risk or do you wait for a better pitch?
The reason I wouldn't personally is because you've got Emily Allard and Mari Majum and Marissa Bass waiting in the wings behind Kuhn. Nice pitch there by Olsen for a called strike, 3-1. And you've got people like Allard, Majum, and Bass that get on with the propensity that they do. Want to have as many base runners as possible. Kuhn chops that one off the plate up the third base line, foul, so it's 3-2. Julia Kuhn is 1 for 4 in the series. Her sister Liza pitched for Princeton back in her college days. And the 3-2. Kuhn bloops that one out towards right field. That's down for a base hit. Ton's digging for third, but now she holds up, goes back to second. The throw gets away from Gogrieve, but Gogrieve got there quickly as the ball bounced right back to her. Heads up base running there by Tons to draw the throw first of all, and then to hold up when she saw Gogrieve get to the ball.
The throw from Lalich almost went into the dugout, and Jim, if it had gone into the dugout, they would have awarded Paige Tons third base automatically, whether she had gone from second or not. So fortunate bounce that it tipped off of Gogrieve's glove to the point where it didn't sail over the fence guarding the first base dugout.
Allard chops that one over Majum's head. Allard struck out looking back in the first. Very speedy redshirt senior. She puts bat on ball. There's a very good chance she will be on base. 0-1. Allard chops that one over towards the right side. Farmer tried to apply the tag, but she gets the throw to first base just in time to beat Allard. There are now 2 down. That does advance both the runners. Tons on third, Kuhn on second for Majum.
And you got to give a lot of credit to Cassie Farmer. She tried to reach out and touch Julia Kuhn, but just missed it, and in a split second, they were able to get Emily Allard.
And now Michelle Gardner wants to talk with the first base umpire, Jimmy Connors, who is the one who would have made that call as to whether Farmer had applied the tag. If she had gotten the tag, it would have been a double play, which would have ended the inning. Gardner also in her 12th year of coaching. Spent 6 seasons at Nevada, and then this is her 6th at Indiana.
Another argument you could have made there also is that Kuhn left the baseline. That's one legitimization, but based on our view of the play, Kuhn only went about a foot outside of the tag of Cassie Farmer.
Majum bounced out to Chirigos in the first. Runners on second and third for Majum. Nice pitch there by Olsen again as she gets riser on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Tons on third after her RBI single. First score of this game. Majum shows bunt, pulls it back, and Dotson trying to make sure that Tons doesn't get too far off the bag. Faked a snap throw to third base, but Gogrieve wasn't covering the bag. Olsen getting her signs from her catcher, Dotson. Majum ready. Majum lines that one to left, but it goes foul. Good contact by Majum. Yesterday, robbed a couple of times by Gogrieve at third. Once Gogrieve dove to her left to snag a ball in the air. The other Majum hit one on the button, but right at her. The 1-2. Going outside, 2-2 to Majum.
And Majum is one of this team's best opposite field hitters. You see her hit a lot of balls down that left field line. It's just because she's got very good plate coverage. She's able to extend the bat over the outer half of the plate. So painting the corners is not a thing when it comes to pitching to Mari Majum.
Majum slaps the one to Gogrieve, but it gets past her this time. Ton scores from third. It's 2-0 Northwestern. RBI base hit for Mari Majum.
And that's another good piece of hitting there, Jim. Outer half, and Mari Majum, as we were just talking about, one of the best opposite field hitters on this team. And Shelby Gogrieve, that was a very difficult play to make. She had to dive to her right. Ball just slips under her glove. And they're going to rule that one a base hit, and rightfully so. That was going to be a difficult play to make, whether the ball stayed in the infield or not.
If Gogrieve had caught that one, Majum may have just quit at that point because she can't get it past Gogrieve, but a good effort by Gogrieve to even get to that ball. Dotson thought that was a strike. She framed the pitch for a while but didn't get the call. 1-0 to Bast. Bast drew a walk in the first plate appearance of the game. First and third, Majum on first, Kuhn on third, 2 down. That one's downstairs, 2-0 to Bast. Bast slugging .566 for Northwestern. .479 on base percentage. 2-0 count to Bast. High fly ball out towards right field. Going back is Lalich, and she makes a catch on the warning track. Nice job by Lalich to track that ball down and make the grab. Cats are done here in the second, but they tack on 2 runs. RBIs by Tons and Majum. Cats lead 2-0.